The rate of learning of our participants in this program was really extraordinary. I think one of the main reasons that we achieved such high results in this regard was the use of immersion in the classroom. StarTalk guidelines are that we use the target language, Arabic, at least 90% of the time in the classroom, but we were actually about at 99%. And while this can be challenging for both teachers and students, it's quite rewarding in terms of the outcomes because of our children learning so much so quickly.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam.
So StarTalk is part of the National Security Language Initiative, which was started by President Bush in 2006. It's the largest effort by a president to improve language learning in the United States. Languages that are traditionally not taught in the school system, either K-12 or in the university level. Languages such as Hindi, Chinese, Arabic, Urdu, Swahili, Turkish, Russian, all languages that are important to the United States strategically.
Our program delivered simultaneous instruction in the Arabic language and Arabic culture. All of our language lessons were delivered in an authentic cultural context, which gave students the understanding of when to use certain words, how, with whom, how those words are used in the Arab world.
Using the immersion method was an incredible experience because rather than showing the students how to use the language, we were modeling how to use the language 5 hours a day, every day. And this way they were able to pick up so much more than they would have if we just gave them traditional teaching lessons. Also, just the fact that we incorporated culture into every single lesson we did, I feel like really helped them get a grasp of how to use the language and when it's appropriate to use the language in certain ways and when it's not appropriate.
Creating authentic cultural context in the classroom in Louisville, Kentucky in the United States was done through using a number of authentic items, objects that you'll see in our classrooms that we brought from the Middle East, through video.
Terra Nova, take it.
Through music.
مسافرون زادوا الخيال والسحر والعطر والظلال.
As well as our field trip to the local Arabic-owned stores. So when the language instruction was being given, it was given using these items or watching the videos so that the kids had the understanding of when do you use this language in the Arabic speaking world rather than learning the language in isolation.
In all of our lessons, we used a lot of props and visuals, so we would always have authentic materials such as clothes actually from the Arab world and different items that we all collected from the Arab world. So every time we were speaking about something, they had a great example of what exactly we were talking about, and we incorporated that into all of our lesson plans. So rather than saying, this is some abstract object, they had it right in front of their face, was able to say, it is from, I like it because, and so I feel like that really helped us out.
أنا أحب البرتقال جدا. أنا أحب التفاح.
أنا أحب التفاح.
هل تحب البطيخ؟
جيد.
أنا أحب البطيخ.
جيد. Kyle?
Well, one of the reasons why the Arabic Language and Culture Institute was so special is that we gave the kids the opportunity to connect with people in real time in Cairo, Egypt via Skype. Skype provides a really powerful experience for kids in our program because it allows them to connect cross-culturally in real time, meet real people in other countries and cultures. And it's one of our goals to make the countries that speak Arabic as real and as accessible as possible and understandable as possible to our students.
I think that the Skyping sessions were really interesting. I think the students were really entertained by them, and it was a great chance for them to practice a little bit of Arabic with the Egyptians that they interacted with.
My name is Muhammad. I'm 15 years old. I live in Giza. I like playing soccer.
Hi, my name is Hanet. I am 15 years old. I like playing taekwondo. I live in Giza. Thanks.
Assalamu alaikum. Ana ismi Alicia. Was learning English hard for you guys?
No, not really.
Why are you studying Arabic?
Well, I am really interested in the culture, particularly in the music, and also I want to become a diplomat, so I'm learning Arabic because it's becoming a really prominent world language.
Talking to my contact Farida in Cairo, who's an Arabic instructor and a major political activist participating in the Egyptian revolution right now, was an incredibly enlightening experience for the kids, and they were enthralled to speak with her. They learned about what's the political situation in Egypt now. They learned about the reasons that the people in Cairo are protesting and what they're fighting for. When you hear the words corruption and poverty and lack of education, the kids really learned firsthand from Farida what those things are like in Cairo, what the experience of not having those things in Cairo means for the average person.
I understand why you guys are like, why all the Egyptians are really mad about this because of what he did. Like, I never knew it was so bad, what Mubarak did. Yeah, because, I mean, I feel like it reminded me of, like, Martin Luther King and what he stood for and how everybody had to fight. And it's just sad to know, like, that people get killed and people like get hurt and tortured and stuff just because of what they say, and people have to go to jail for that.
I think in most of the Arab countries they live the same situation that Egypt live, and the students they ask a lot of questions. They want to learn a lot of things about Egypt. It's not only Egypt but about the Arabic countries.
So I came back in August last year. And then the 25th of January revolution broke out. And this was fantastic. It was a moment that we were waiting for years and years. I'm a political activist myself, and I was working with politics since 2004, and I lost my hope. فقدت أملي في التغيير. I lost my hope in change, you know. And when the revolution broke out on the 25th of Jan, I was not one of the people who were there. I had an operation 2 days before the revolution, and I couldn't join. But again, you know, I was watching on television on Al Jazeera. They had a certain channel just for Egypt. It's called Jazeera Mubashir Masr. So I was watching that, and I was saying, they're gonna kill them, they're gonna do this, and my heart was bleeding. I couldn't join, and I was just watching the people running in the streets, and then they ended up in Tahrir. They didn't mean to do a revolution, by the way, you know? It just happened to have a revolution. Everybody was very upset because of, you know, like corruption has reached its peak in Egypt.
Our kids were able to use their Arabic outside of the classroom on a field trip that we took to a local Arabic grocery store and restaurant. They ordered their food in Arabic. They ordered items that we told them they had to buy in Arabic straight from the store owners and restaurant owners with no help from our teachers. The kids felt empowered. They realized that they can speak Arabic in Louisville, Kentucky with Arabic-speaking people without having to travel to the Middle East if that's not available to them. And it made Arabic real to them. It made the cultures real to them.
First of all, I was very impressive because I saw them like, even the owner, he was surprised because I talked to him. He said, I am so happy because, you know, without any help, And when I told him like it's just for 2 weeks, he was surprised. Really, he was surprised. He said, I can't believe it. For 2 weeks, they learn all these things.
هذا الفوز عفوا.
كم ثمن
دولار وهذا $3. $3 وهذا بدولار. $1
واحد and ثلاث.
شكرا. عفوا.
أيضا شاي أخضر.
شاي الصيني الأخضر. عليكم السلام. كيف حالك؟
بخير الحمد لله.
الحمد لله.
أنا أريد أن أشتري السجادة الصغيرة الثانية عشر كأس.
أوكي. اتبعني لو سمحت. سجادة صغيرة.
شكرا. جميل جميل.
عفوا.
We told them before they went to the restaurant, you have to order the food in Arabic, and we can't help you. And I think for a lot of them, you know, it was really a scary thing. They didn't have that that pillar of support they kind of expected to have with us. So it kind of like, you know, forced them to get into high gear and use that language. So just like them, I was pretty nervous. But then, you know, we got to Al Watan, we got to the restaurant, and they went in and they ordered the food, and they ordered, you know, they bought what we told them to buy from the store, and effectively, and they conversed with real native Arabic speakers, and they were understood, and they got a response. And I think for them and even for us, that was a huge success in and of itself.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
ممكن هل عندك رأس هروف؟
رأس هروف؟ لا يوجد لدي.
أنا أريد حروف غيره وأيضا بطاطا.
مع بطاطس؟ ماذا تريد أن تشرب؟
أنا أريد كوك.
أنا أريد لحم شاورما وأيضا بطاطس.
ماذا تريد أن تشرب؟
أنا أريد شيري كوك.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
من فضلك أنا أريد الفتوش وأيضا الكيلو بالدجاج.
ماذا تريد أن تشربي؟
أنا أريد دايت كوك. شكرا.
عفوا.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
أنا أريد حمص مع خبز مع بطاطا.
حمص خبز وبطاطا. ماذا تريد أن تشربي؟
نعم. cherry coke. أنا أريد cherry coke.
It's important for people to know why our program is different, why our program is so effective. Kids these ages love to learn about things different from their own lives. They love to learn about and appreciate other cultures and other people. It's fascinating to them.
هذا خبز.
شكرا. خبز. hummus.
Our students loved the program because they learned so much so quickly, because they got to Skype with real people in the Middle East, and because they learned so much about Middle Eastern cultures. Many of them plan on continuing to study Arabic after the program and to travel to the Arabic-speaking world, even though before that wasn't even a goal.